not for sure, it's not for now and gone tomorrow. This is all I know, you're my people, you're my home. We've been in holes with the curtains closed. That's gone dinner table, drinking soap. To wash up the ugly, to wash up the fog, to wash up the unforgiving, all we have is us. You matter to me. You matter to me. You matter to me. You matter, you matter. You matter to me. You matter to me. You matter to me. You matter, matter.
Well, the atmosphere has been building up all day long, and we're almost ready for kickoff here at Stamford Bridge. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary is Lee Dixon. And we've got so much to look forward to. This is where it all begins in Europe's Premier Club competition, the UEFA Champions League, the group stage, match day 1 action. It's Paris Saint-Germain up against Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, the long road to the final starts here in game 1. Always think that if you win your home games and don't lose your away games, you've got a good chance of progressing.
Edinson Cavani.
Team looks like this. Alphonse Areola between the posts. Marquinhos plays alongside Thiago Silva in central defence. Marco Verratti starts alongside Ander Herrera in the engine room. As for the attackers, Edinson Cavani starts together with Kylian Mbappe. Well, PSG have been in building mode for many a year now, and make no mistake, Lee, the Champions League will be the most coveted prize of all for them to win.
Yeah, absolutely. The group stages in the past have not been a real problem for them, but it's just getting over that final hurdle in order to get into semi-finals and finals and actually win the trophy. So a lot's expected of them because of that money, but they need to produce.
And Spurs will go with this starting 11. Hugo Lloris begins in goal. Jan Vertonghen starts alongside Toby Alderweireld in central defence. Moussa Sissoko starts alongside Tanguy Ndombele in the centre of midfield. And in attack, the always dangerous Harry Kane. Thiago Silva. Verratti now. But a few years ago, we didn't really think of Paris Saint-Germain as potential Champions League winners. Suffice it to say, Lee, those days are gone.
Well, absolutely, and it's about time, really, that France, and especially Paris, had a powerhouse in European football. And they've now got that. They're building on what they've done in the past, but certainly they're emerging as a real talent.
Well, you get the feeling so many in attendance here have come just to see. Now, this might pay dividends. Can he take advantage? In it goes, an early goal. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, here's the replay. He didn't panic, did it? Decent strike, good technique, bread and butter strike, really, but it's in the back of the net.
Underway again, and Tottenham with the advantage. Here's Ndombele. Rose. Now Harry Kane. Sissoko. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Son. A really sumptuous ball. And a goal by Kane.
How come they can't stop him? That's why, because he's so good. Well, he had enough time to think about it, didn't he? He knew what he was going to do and did it brilliantly.
It's going their way. 2-0. Now Sissoko. Eriksson lost possession. Here's Ndombele. Now Son. Here's Rose. Ndombele. He's taken on his opponent here. And a throw-in forthcoming. Dele Alli. Dele Alli. And space for the cross. And he takes it on. It looked looked as though he might have been onside, but he was just a fraction off.
Oh, I'm not so sure. I'd like to see that again.
Marquinhos. Now Meunier. Cavani. Excellent read from Alderweireld. Dele Alli now. Here's Ndombele. Kane. The possession lost, intercepted. Well, the counter chance looks very real. All in all, a broken counter-attack. Meunier. And that was a very fine read. Rose. Not all that convincing defensively. Just straying offside. Here's Marquinhos. Thiago Silva. Verratti.
Well, Tottenham enjoying the bulk of possession here. It's important to have strong, dominant players in your midfield, and they've got that. Just look at what that control gives you.
Mbappe with it. Now Meunier. Rose. Interesting to compare and contrast PSG now with PSG a few years ago. Lee, you played against them in a pretty big contest before the big money came in.
Yeah, the semi-final in '94, the Cup Winners' Cup. They had a few good players. They had the one exceptional one in David Ginola, and guess whose job it was to mark him? That'll be mine. Fortunately, I came out on top. Well, the team did, and we got to the final.
We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. Sissoko. Aurier. Now Harry Kane. Given away by Tottenham. Such an important goalkeeping intervention under pressure. And so the first half draws to a close. And so the second half of this Champions League group stage matchday 1 contest commences. Dele Alli. Given away by Tottenham. A chance to whip it in. And he's clear as lines. Now just couldn't keep the ball. Given away. Now Sissoko. Kane. That's a lovely ball. So close to keeping himself onside, but offside is the verdict.
Well, and that's his job, the linesman. Give those tight offside decisions and get them right.
Spurs to make a personnel switch now. Di Maria now. Draxler. So a throw in here. Wanyama. Now Sissoko. Half an hour remaining then. Christian Eriksen now. Tremendous intuition to win it back. Son. Beautifully timed. Alderweireld. Sissoko. Eriksen. Dele Alli. Good-looking ball. There could be a chance now. Well, it might still work out for them. Much more straightforward for the keeper this time, but previously he had work to do.
Well, double bubble. He gets the ball in the end, but the first save he makes, absolutely brilliant.
Now Meunier. Space afforded PSG. It needs an accurate cross. Cutting the ball back. Now Harry Kane. Now Sissoko. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. Eriksen. Wonderfully weighted pass. And the decision is one of offside here. And a change for Spurs at this juncture.
Coming onto the pitch, number 15, Eric Dyer.
Bernat. And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. Di Maria now. This is Neymar. Bernat. Di Maria. Neymar's there, others might join in. It was going to take an audacious effort to beat the goalkeeper from there. Hugo Lloris with a straightforward save. Dele Alli now. Son. With their noses in front. In the second half, what will be the thinking in the camp, Lee Dixon?
Well, with a narrow lead and the clock ticking, it's easy for the Tottenham players to lose concentration. Asking the referee how long to go, looking over at the bench, staying focused is a skill.
Rose. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. Green space galore for PSG.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum.
That is fantastic defending from Serge Aurier. Eric Dyer. Full time then, and Paris Saint-Germain have work to do already. Where did it all go wrong for PSG? It's a poor start to their Champions League season.
It's not a disaster, it's only game one. You can't afford any more slip-ups. That result will eat away at the players until game two comes along.
And as we run the rule over this man's work, positive after positively. Now this might pay dividends. Can he take advantage? In it goes, an early goal. No wonder they're celebrating. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Son, a really sumptuous ball. And a goal by Kane.
How come they can't stop him? That's why, because he's so good.
ouvindo aí? A gente tem um grupo no Drea League. Aí a gente busca recruta. Aí coloca no... Coloca lá no grupo de recruta para buscar a gente para trazer o nosso grupo. Salve aí, Rony. Vai sair dia 27 o lançamento. Aqui eu tô jogando demonstração só. Pra ver como é que é. Tô jogando com a máquina. Então, o FIFA 20 ele não foi lançado, ele vai ser lançado dia 27 agora. Então, Cairo, o nosso grupo ele tem administradores, tem 5 administradores. Eu preciso falar com eles pra colocar você lá. Qualquer coisa você me chama no WhatsApp aí e eu te coloco lá no grupo de recruta. Vem no WhatsApp aí, ó. Tá chamando a WhatsApp aí, pô.
It truly is a special place, a stadium every football fan should visit should he or she get the chance. The Santiago Bernabeu here in Madrid. My name is Derek Ray, and with me is my commentary partner Lee Dixon, and we've got so much to look forward to. This is where it all begins in Europe's Premier Club competition, the UEFA Champions League, the group stage, match day 1 action. It's Real Madrid against Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah, the long road to the final starts here in game 1. Always think that if you win your home games and don't lose your away games, you've got a good chance of progressing.
Aí tu me chama no WhatsApp aí que eu te coloco no grupo lá. No grupo do Drea League aí, a gente joga em grupo. É o grupo GDB. Aí tu coloca a sigla da gente no teu nome lá, do teu time lá. Por exemplo, o meu é o Aston Villa. Aí eu coloco Aston Villa GDB. Aí a gente joga contra outros grupos. O Drea League hoje é cheio de clã, cheio de grupo agora, entendeu?
It's the opening match day, Champions League group stage, match day 1 underway. And the starting players for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois, the Belgian, will be in goal. Sergio Ramos plays with Rafael Varane at the back. Luka Modric plays with Toni Kroos in the centre of midfield. And leading the line today is Karim Benzema. This is the lineup for Dortmund. Marco Reus plays alongside Axel Witsel in central midfield, and the main forward is Paco Alcácer. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. As deep-lying playmakers go, Luka Modric has few that can match him. What do you expect to see from Modric?
Well, he'll run the game, he really does. He wants to be on the ball. He wants to move players in front of him so he can find that lethal pass.
Beautifully disguised ball. Well, the post getting in the way there.
Well, they were so close there to taking the lead, but the woodwork's the goalkeeper's friend on that occasion.
Cutting in, what can he do from this position? Well, they get high marks for that move, but they couldn't make it count. Can they get themselves in front here? And you've got to say, he's made a right mess of that.
He's tried to place it, Derek, but he couldn't place it farther from the goal if he tried.
He's likely asking himself, why did I shoot from so far out?
Well, he's not the only one. I'm asking him, and all his teammates are too.
Based on recent seasons, Lee, you would think Real Madrid would expect to be going all the way to the final, but they never seem to take the group stage for granted.
No, they don't, Derek. You've got to go through this group stage in order to get to the latter stage of the competition and then win it. They expect to win it. That's the sort of football club they are. There's nothing really I don't like about this team. Everything about them. None more so than they played it.
Well, he did his best to remain onside, but just failed.
Yeah, it was close. It was close, but that's all it needs to be, close. He was offside.
This is Varane. And make no mistake, Lee, Real Madrid expect to progress to the knockout stages in every Champions League campaign. Nevertheless, every Champions League match, irrespective of the stage, is a special occasion involving the Merengues. He takes aim. Keeper did his job to begin with. Well, he failed to get it away properly. Marco Reus. Marco Reus with a through ball. Might still be able to do a bit of damage. Marco Reus. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. They don't normally need a second invitation to give it a go on the counter. Well, an example of a counter-attack that went nowhere. Jadon Sancho. Brandt with it. I must say, no shortage of space. And scope for the cross. Well, the clearance half-hearted. And you've got to try to make it a bit more difficult for your opponent than that. Cutting the ball back. Opportunity to take the lead. He's gone for power, but might be regretting that now, Lee.
Oh my, why, how, so many questions.
Brandt. Ball lost. And green space aplenty for Dortmund to run into. Wasteful in possession, Reus. The referee has decided that 2 additional minutes are in order. And that's an important intervention. And the first half is in the history books here at the Bernabeu. It's the opening match day. Champions League group stage, match day 1 underway. Cutting the ball back. Opportunity to take the lead. He's gone for power, but might be regretting that now, Lee.
Oh my, why, how, so many questions.
And so the second half of this Champions League group stage match day 1 contest commences. Marco Reus. Jadon Sancho. Advantage, Borussia Dortmund. Now he must favour the cross. Hazard! And heading it just over the bar.
Yeah, he thinks he's in, he thinks he's scored, and it's just over the bar.
This is Varane. Karim Benzema. Well, in terms of Luka Modric, he sets high standards for himself. Should he be playing better football than he has been?
Well, no goals for him, no real chances either. He needs to help his team a little bit more, just to get involved in the game. I think he would be the difference if he was playing better.
And he's beaten him here. Well, the tackle vivacious from Varane. Toni Kroos. It is to be a throw-in. Substitution it is for Dortmund. The ball with Marco Reus. On the ball, Torgan Hazard. Marco Reus. Torgan Hazard. He continues to make hay. He has time to play it over. Hazard. Casemiro. A really sumptuous ball. Vinicius Junior. Benzema! Joy for the merengues. Real Madrid have scored.
Well, they pushed and pushed. They tested and tested and they got their reward. Well, here's the replay. It didn't panic, did it? Decent strike, good technique, bread and butter strike, really, but it's in the back of the net.
Let's have another view of that goal. And they're playing once more. Real Madrid with the lead here. It's with Dahoud.
Dortmund have had the lion's share of possession, but they have to create more, they have to be more positive. The final third play has been slow, too predictable.
And won by course. Marcelo in danger here, and Royce is in the thick of it. I don't think in the grand scheme of things he's going to be terribly proud of that headed attempt.
Well, heading practice in training next week, that was pretty average, to be fair.
This is Varane. Toni Kroos. Well, in the second half, trailing, albeit by a small margin. How should they be viewing this task, Lee?
Well, Dortmund have scored late goals in the past, we know that. They surely won't give up, they're desperate for one now. They'll pile the pressure on, push the opposition backwards. Surely they will get one more chance. Well, Real Madrid have certainly worked hard to be in front here. It's been anything but easy this game. The fans can sense that too. They're cranking up the atmosphere. It's really loud in here right now.
Useful looking position, you've got to say. A real opening now. Oh, it was a crucial challenge. Losing possession here. He's going forward well here. And options in the centre. Hazard. Oh, that's a penalty. And at a crucial phase in the game. A clear penalty and a yellow card to boot. And the penalty is converted. I don't think anyone really questioned him.
Well, as we see, this is probably the best angle. He picked his spot, he didn't change his mind, and the keeper's got no chance.
So, a level contest, 1-1. Just a couple of minutes left for play. Hazard. Modric. And level it is in the closing moments. Can Real Madrid change that? Still possibilities. Carvajal. The end of the story tonight, at any rate, and hardly the perfect start for Real Madrid. They'll feel that 2 points have been frittered away in their opening game.
Well, it's not ideal. You can drop points here and there in the group stages, but not too many. A little bit more emphasis on trying to gain 3 points in game 2. The manager will be pushing that point home to the players.
Well, as we run the rule over this man's work, positive after positively.
Well, they say it's 90 minutes long. They remind you that when they're coaching you as kids. Play to the final whistle, and he did that, and he got his team the equaliser.
It's the opening match day. Champions League group stage, match day 1 underway. Cutting the ball back. Opportunity to take the lead. He's gone for power, but might be regretting that now, Lee.
Oh, my. Why? How? So many questions.
Hazard! for the bar.
Yeah, he thinks he's in, he thinks he's scored, and it's just over the bar.
Vinicius Junior. Benzema! Joy for the merengues. Real Madrid have scored.
Well, they pushed and pushed. They tested and tested.
And options in the centre. Hazard. A clear penalty and a yellow card to boot. And the penalty is converted. I don't think anyone really questioned him.